I've never been the type of girl to be very social. I've always kept to myself and kind of been part of the background. In school, people would just kind of view me as part of the wallpaper and kind of go about their own business. I could hear everyone else laughing and chatting with their friends, and I would just sit and observe, keeping to myself. I really wondered if anyone else noticed me or just viewed me as part of the wallpaper. One summer, when I was just barely 10 years old, there was a karaoke competition that was being held at the county fair in my town. I was always timid and labeled as a quiet person, so I was really hesitant at first. But with time, my family and friends talked me into doing the competition. I was really nervous, and as each day went by and the competition was closing in, I reflected on the times when I would just sit at my desk at school and walk down the hallways without saying a single word. I would then visualize the big intimidating stage I would be standing on in a matter of days. I could see the crowd of faces that would be watching every second of my performance. I had never let people know that singing was what I had grown up doing. It would be my first time performing in front of a crowd and revealing to people what I really love to do most. When the competition day finally arrived, I could feel the tension between every single contestant. I knew I would be nervous, and I kept trying to calm myself down. However, as I kept looking at the long list of competitors, I realized the nerves were there to stay. I also noticed that there were more adult performers than children my age, so I knew the contest would be very competitive. Because I was young, of course I would be going first in the group of performers. When the competition began and other singers prepared themselves to sing, I knew my chance to perform was just minutes away. Before I knew it, the host was saying, "Let's put our hands together for Cassie Lambert." The clapping of the audience seemed to echo as I had to guide my shaky legs to the stage. As I approached the stage and the music began to play, things began to get more clear and familiar. I knew this would be my only chance to show people what I really loved and wanted to do. There were only two things that could really happen. First, it could be a complete disaster, or it could be the moment that changed my life forever. By the time the music began, I was ready to perform. I had been dealing with the nerves the whole night, and I was just ready to get it done and over with and just show people what I felt like I was meant to do. Throughout the song, my nerves quickly faded away, and I began to let myself fall into the melody of the song and the enthusiasm of the awesome audience. By the end of the song, I felt like a new person, and I was relieved and excited that I had actually seemed to do well. It seemed as if it took hours before the competition was actually over and all the performances were finished. I felt more nervous than I was to even perform when it was time to select a winner. There were just so many talented people, and there was only one person that could be chosen. I took a look around at all of the hopeful faces, and I knew that each and every one wanted this really badly and really wanted to win. As the judges were deciding, it seemed like hours had passed. But after a few minutes, a loud voice broke through all of the tension and shouted, "Our winner is Cassie Lambert." At the sound of the words, I was so shocked and just did not know what to believe. It was a mixture of proud, happy feelings, but also shock. I did not know that I had it in me to do something like that. I was always so shy and timid, and I broke through and actually was able to show what I'm capable of. Even though it was a very happy and exciting moment, I thought about the most important reason I had participated in the competition in the first place. I had wanted to find out who I really was as a person. I wanted to see if I was really the quiet girl everyone else saw in school. By choosing to do the contest, I had found my answer. No one had ever known that the quiet girl in the back of the room had a passion for singing. Because I was so reserved, people would never have guessed that I had a desire for singing. However, through a small karaoke contest at a county fair, I found not only my calling, but I also found my voice.